Hey, good morning, you guys. Happy Hot Mess Monday. I am Sugar Jones, your Hot Mess hostess. Here at Hot Mess, we talk about the hot mess that's called life and try and kind of clean it up or embrace it or whatever the heck it is that we have to do for that particular situation. The particular situation that I'm talking about today is something that I thought would never happen to me. I thought I was smart enough. I thought I was strong enough. I thought I could outwit everything and everyone coming at me on this particular situation, but I couldn't. And it's been rough accepting that. Let me see. I need to, I've got a couple of things going on here. Laptop is over here, and I want to be able to say hello to people. So if you're around, just say hi. Do me a favor. If you are having a Hot Mess Monday this morning, please give me a like, because it's Monday. I mean, if any day has Hot Mess written all over it, it's Monday. Hence the reason, Hot Mess Monday. And we start our week off just having a lot of fun about it. So there's this thing that some of you might also be dealing with right now that maybe you thought, holy crap, that came really quickly. Hey, Curtis, you've heard me talk about this. I am talking about aging. Thank you. There's my like. Thanks, Curtis. Now you can go. Anyway, aging. It just freaking comes at you like out of nowhere. You're just trudging along. You're like, I see a couple of little crow's feet, but that's okay. I got these little creams and I got some stuff to manage that. It's all right. And then you're just like stepping one day and all of a sudden, ow, what was that? And you get this zap from your knee or your ankle or your hip. And you're like, what is happening? And then you're just eating the stuff you've always been eating, and then all of a sudden your tummy starts bloating and hurting and noxious fumes start happening. And you're like, what the hell? I've always been able to eat all these things. It's maddening. It is, and it comes at the worst time when everything just shifts. It's you just figured everything out. You just figured out who to let go of. You just figured out what your passions are. You just figured out not to give a shit about what anybody has to say about anything that you want to do. And now you've got to deal with all this other stuff. It's kind of insulting. Give me a like if you're there. If you've ever felt like, holy crap, I just got here and I got it all figured out and now I'm falling apart. And you start to really think, I only have or some amount of, you start to count the numbers on your days or number of days. Yeah, whatever. I'm too tired. Anyway, Forever Young. That's a great song, Curtis. It's bullshit. We can stay forever young in our minds, but man, your knees, they don't care. They don't care if you're mentally still forever young. Because in your mind, you're like, I can run these 2 miles, no problem. It's only 2 miles. And then all of a sudden you get a stress fracture in your heel and you're going to a physical therapist trying to figure out where all the pain is coming from. And you're like, I can't run 2 miles? I can't run 2 miles? No, sugar, you can't run 2 miles anymore. And then these are the fun things that you get to, and I had these when I was running too, but whatever. These are the new toys that you get to play with when you're aging. Those are shoe inserts. Oh, and then also, I wrote a little bit about this on my blog today, Live the Sweet Life. So if you want to head over to livethesweetlife.com, I'm not going to stop you. But you also have to start wearing readers sometimes, and there are some ugly readers. So I finally found some cute readers. Aren't these so cute? They look like actual glasses. They got a nice frosty color and everything. These are called Caddies. I love these. But when they came in this box. And this was what I liked. Hold on. I got to get my readers to read this. This is for people who are not in the long process of giving up. Okay, fine. We're not giving up. We're still aging. It has everything to do with age, but nothing to do with your job, your gender, or whether you live in Orange County or Hazard County. It has to do with being who you are and owning it. I'm still having a little bit of a tough time owning the fact that I'm getting older. I didn't mind so much being 40. I loved 40. When I grew up, that's still yet to be determined. When I woke up on my 40th birthday, I sprung out of bed. I pulled out my camera, I put it on a tripod, and I took all these pictures of myself, and I did the cliche thing, and I posted and I said, this is 40. Well, nobody wakes up 8 years later with their knees aching and, shoulder hurts and you can't see without special glasses, even though you wear contacts, and, there's all these other lines and stuff that you're fighting, and you have an MRI and an ultrasound and blood tests and this. Nobody wakes up and says, this is 48. Woohoo! Nobody tells you this shit. They kind of complain about it and you hear it at family parties, but you're like, they didn't take care of themselves. Well, they probably did. And now I understand the phrase, the arrogance of youth, because how freaking arrogant was I at 16 or 18 or 28 when I was listening to my mom and my grandma complain about these aches and pains and this and that. And I'm like, well, that's because y'all didn't exercise. Well, that's because y'all didn't eat right. Well, oops, sorry. I got a little excited. And that's because blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? Sugar, shut your pie hole, because they probably did. And then their knees started hurting. I do recall one time my mom having to use a cane for several months because she was playing tennis. And on one time when she went to the side, she stepped and her knee kept going. And the whole knee just popped right on out. And the whole thing was just black and blue. And she didn't need surgery. They just popped her back in. The thought of that just grosses me out still. But she had to walk with a cane. And I was like, my mom, who played racquetball and who did aerobics with Jane Fonda and Jack LaLanne, who made us, eat pita sandwiches instead of white bread sandwiches, and who always, was on top of us with the yogurt and the fruits and she really made sure that we ate pretty healthy, pretty crunchy, I think. I mean, we got to do a lot of other things that weren't necessarily too healthy, but my mom, who was healthy, was suddenly walking with a cane. Debbie Anderson, you can relate to this. I know. Talking about the thing that we never thought would happen to us, which is aging. Oh, I just called you out, girlfriend. But you know what? You're aging really, really well. I love you. Oh, I feel like I should apologize. You can leave if you want, but give me a like. John Ward said something yesterday. Thank you for showing up, John. You said something yesterday on one of my posts. You called your years your sunset years. And I was like, wow. That's another thing we got to look forward to. Not only are we hitting, which this is midlife, I don't mind. I'm not having a crisis. I'm just like, whoa, what the hell? Everything hurts. Oh, Debbie, let's talk about, I'll tell you what I've been doing lately at the doctor's. I am old. I mean, mentally, and again, going back to Curtis's, Forever Young, little singy song, I think mentally we're all still kind of fascinatingly very energetic. My boss just got here, so I gotta get going. But then we're not getting any younger physically, and holy shit, it sucks, because you just got to a place where you know what you're doing, but now your body's like, I'm gonna give up on you. But I, mentally, I'm not giving up on my body. So what about you guys? What are you doing to combat the whole aging process? What's happening? How are you making sure that you're still walking and running and playing tennis or doing whatever you can? Or can you not do any of those things anymore? Like, I can't run anymore. I've got this potential stress fracture. We're going to do an MRI to find out if it is or isn't a stress fracture. It's really very insulting, isn't it? I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to own it. I'm getting there. Are you owning it? Let me know. I don't know. But anyway, happy Hot Mess Monday. And now I gotta go explain to my boss why I was in here yelling about being old. All right, guys, have a great week. See you later.